Hello, my name is Benson and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you a office chair or a computer chair, and this one here is a full-size computer chair. It cost me £109 on Amazon, and I bought this one to replace one of my daughter's chair. She had a gaming chair for a while now. Not the most comfortable chair in the world, but it does look very nice at the beginning, but now it's falling apart. This is kind of the replacement for her. Now I choose to buy this one on Amazon because there's loads of reviews. There's literally thousands of reviews, and it's 4.2 stars out of 5, so it has to be good, right? Let's find out. My video is not scripted, just me showing you in 4K how good or how bad this product is. I'm going to open the box, look at all the contents with you guys, build it and see how easy or how difficult it is to build, and also how comfortable or how functional it is once it's built as well. So let's open this and have a look. So it comes in the box like this. On the box it says it's 12.6 kilos, so it's actually quite heavy. Magic Life, sit better, work better. I guess that's the slogan for them. I think the model number is called Neo. It says here adjustable office chair 7720. Magic Life is the brand, and it's made of sponge, mesh, plastic and steel. So out of the box you got your accessories. So this is your screws and your hex key. Now I do like this little handle of the hex key. My biggest complaint previously is the L-shaped one. It is a bit wasteful because every chair now you have one of these hex key, but I usually stick it underneath the chair. Actually, after a couple of months of use you do have to tighten it again unless you do those lock threads on the screw itself. You got instruction booklets, 3 of them. Then you got your headrest. For this new design, they have a mesh instead of having a complete fabrics, which I really like because in the summer here it can get really hot and stuffy. Okay, you got one side of the handle. There's the other side of the handle. So you've got 2 handles. These are the legs and they are made of plastic. Then you have the tilting mechanism. So this one here on the diagram, it does shows that it can like move up and down in height and also tilt backward and forward as well. So that's the mechanism for the base of the chair. So this must be the back of the chair. So this one is made of plastic and it has some futuristic looking backbones to it, which again is made of plastic as well. So that's the back of the chair. Now for me, this is probably one of the most important piece of the chair, which is the cushion. Some people think it's the back, but actually the base is the most important. How it supports your bottom means a lot. Anyway, this is quite wide as well. So unlike the normal office chair, which is like quite narrow, this is actually full width. With surface area for your bum, the bigger the better. And finally, you got the distribution for the legs. So one of the things about this £100 chair or $100 chair compared to the other £200 or $200 chair that I had before is that they use a lot more plastic. And there's going to be less adjustment for the armrest as well, whereas the other one can actually go outwards. This one is fixed. So I do think you get what you paid for. But at the same time, if you don't need those kind of adjustment, you do save yourself some money. You have the gas strut and also the wheels. I just need to put all the pieces together, and it shouldn't take that long at all. I still will read the instruction just in case I messed it up, but to be honest with you, I don't think there's a lot to mess up with because it's only a few bolts here and there. In terms of instruction for building the chair, it can't get any more simpler than this. You got the explosion diagram to show you where all the parts are supposed to go. All the parts on display has their own names to it, and it comes with a little wrench or hex key with a big handle as well, which is quite useful. The reason why there's 3 booklets is because each of these have 2 languages. Obviously I use the one in English, but there's also like Spanish, French and all that. So yeah, can't be that hard to build, right? Okay, so the chair is now built. So on my camera timestamp, it was 17 minutes. That includes like 2 minutes of reading the instruction manual. So it took me about 15 minutes to put this thing together. Got some screws left, but that's intentional because I think these are spares. Unlike the other chair that I bought, which cost like £190 or about £200, this one have a lot less in terms of stuff. For example, they didn't give me a pair of gloves. They didn't mark the spare screws. You know, for £100 less, you do get less. And like I say, there is no adjustment on the how wide this one can go. This one can only go up and down. Whereas if you pay more money, then you can have options to change the direction of these, move it forward and backward. But this one is quite static. So either you don't want them, you pull them out of the way, or you put them back in and in front of you. The instructions do say that do not tighten all the nuts and bolts until you have your complete build. So now I'm going to go around and tighten all the joints. I think if you tighten any one of the parts too much, then they might not align. And I do like this hex key. I think I'm going to keep it for some other use. Adjustment wise, you got your arm which go up and down. That's it. The headrest, this is the maximum that it can go up to, but then it can always go down. It just kind of clicks, and it also can tilt. I'm going to max it out because I'm 6'1". The back support, it comes with like a skeleton plastic like that here behind the fabrics. Obviously, when you stretch the fabric and sit down, your back is going to touch this, or this is going to touch the support. And so when you sit down, your back is going to push the fabric back, and eventually hitting this kind of a plastic column. In terms of adjustment, there's no up and down, just pushing the plastic into the fabrics. And this is the maximum that can go. But if you don't like the back sticking into your back, you can always tighten it, and then it pulls it backwards. This is quite a low sitting position, so let's try and adjust that. Okay, so this is the maximum it will go. For 6'1", I can sit here. My knee is 90 degrees to the floor. In terms of the head height armrest, it's okay. I mean, even the other chair that I have, which is slightly more expensive, I was complaining about the headrest being not high enough. So again, this one here, an inch higher will be good. And especially this is the chair for my daughter. My daughter is not 6'1". I mean, she's like 5'10", so she haven't catch up with me in terms of my height. So she will be fine with this. So here as well, loads of room to grow. If I'm working on a computer, I usually lean forward anyway, so the back support is more important. As you can see, when I lean back, I do lean into the fabric, so the chair kind of gives a little bit, which is really comfortable actually. Compared to gaming chair, this is a different experience. In terms of like tilting backwards, let me have a look. Oh, don't want to do that. So this is the lowest. This is the highest. If I pull it outwards, then usually, hey, hold on. How does that work? Now I feel like a damn idiot because I wonder why it doesn't recline, but actually I can recline forward. So basically I install the plates forward and backward the other way around. So this is what happens when you have unscripted video. So I'm just going to quickly turn it around so I can actually tilt backward instead of tilting forward. This is crazy. Here we have the two chairs side by side. Over this side here we have the gaming chair which we are replacing, and over here and we have the Magic Life chair, £90. This one I can't remember how much it is now, but it looks good because it's the red and black theme, and you have all these like little cushions and like a nice embossing symbols and stuff like that. But these are not really comfortable. When you sit on there, everything is rigid. It's almost like a bucket seat in the racing car. So once you sit in it, so once you sit down in one of these chairs, then you're really kind of stuck. But as soon as you lean forward, then you know all the support is lost. Whereas this kind of seat with the fabric, I'm a kind of a new fan of that now, instead of a proper foam or anything like that, because this one here, if you put any pressure on it, it kind of changes the shape of your body. Yeah, a lot better. And here the armrest is a lot higher as well. This one here, I don't think you can adjust it. Or maybe you can. Oh yeah, you can. Obviously this is how my daughter likes to sit. I like to have the armrest a bit higher. So what do you guys think? Do you prefer a proper office chair like this, or do you go for a gaming chair like this one here? This one is falling apart, so everything is a bit rattling and the seat is ripped. And this is my little tip for anyone who have this kind of office chair, especially one you have to assemble yourself. If they give you a key, or if they give you a screwdriver, attach it to the bottom. This is by Velcro, so I can remove it anytime I want. But keep it here, because within a month or two, you will need to tighten all the nuts and bolts on the bottom of the seat, especially these ones here, or else they start to squeak. Because of the weight and because the way the metal and everything moves a little bit, you just need to take this key out and tighten it rather than looking for it. Okay, so the headrest we have here, again made of fabrics, can tilt up and down. And you can actually lift it up to the max, and then you can reduce it if you're shorter. I'm 6'1", and this is just about fit. So if you're taller, then you probably need a longer body chair. This is the skeleton I was talking about. This is actually what's giving your back a bit of support. So when your body leans back, it pushes the fabric and push into the skeleton. And you can have the skeleton a bit back towards the back, or more towards the front, depends on how much support you want on your lower back. The armrest is not 3D movement or anything like that. Basically, this one have no tilt. You cannot twist. All you can do is lift up and down. If that is all you need, that is fine. The seat, nice cushion, really supportive, just like my other £190 one. But obviously only time can tell how good or how bad this actually cushion is. Sometimes they change shape into your bottom. That's the really bad one. And here is the usual mechanism. So you can have it up and down. And then you can lock it so you can't rock back anymore. Plastic legs and plastic wheels, which is pretty standard. Pretty smooth in terms of movement, but that is not usually a major of concern. And that's my little tour of your £90 office chair. Okay, so I put the base back to how it's supposed to be. Actually, on the and actually you can't really blame the manufacturer, because on the base actually say front, and the plate actually say front as well. So I don't know how I managed to get that messed up. But once you do that, once you unlock the mechanism, you can actually lean back a little. So this kind of chair, they don't let you lean back too much. So this is the maximum it will go. Definitely need the headrest higher. So yeah, for 6'1", this chair is just about make it to fit. So if you are 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", I think you need to look at a chair which has a little bit more height. But other than that, yeah, for £90, I do think this is okay value. I mean, for £90 in IKEA, you probably get the one which is like smaller seat, just the back, and not so much support. But anyway, so thank you very much for watching. Can't wait to see you next time with more interesting gadgets. Bye bye.